Kia ora folks, tonight on Cu-Culinary we have your guest, Jason Momoa. Ha, kidding, it's me. I'm going to make a dish even though I am really tired, super tired, and the dish is called Prawn Hub. It involves prawns, pretty sexy actually. They're going to be panko crumbed with some spices on which I'm yet to decide. And then they are going to be dressed with a spiced mayonnaise, which is one of my favourite things, as you've seen in another episode. Still yet to decide the spices on that one too. And we'll have a sriracha sauce. If I can be bothered doing salad, I'm going to try and make it all fancy schmancy, but if not, I'll just show you the process on how to do some really tasty prawns. I've had this prawn hub idea for quite a while, so in my head it was just only plans. Right, let's get serious. For the panko crumb mix, I have decided on turmeric. It's going to add a little bit of zing and some colour. We've got some lemon pepper. I get ours from bin because it's got no silly numbers in it. If you get these stuff in the boxes, it's got an anti-caking agent. Avoid numbers where you can. And we're going to add wasabi powder. So it's going to have spice, going to have a little bit of zing from both the turmeric and the lemon, and we've got pepper in there as well. So I'll chuck that into the NutriBullet cup, give it a wee whiz, and we'll go from there. Thaw your prawn with some water that's warm, because as blokes know, you can't perform with a chili prawn. Sorry about that. On a serious note though, do thaw them out. You don't want them frozen. When they're thawed, it's much easier to get the cooking time spot on. What I've got here, I'm setting up some flour. I've got the mix of the spices and the crumbs, and we've got a couple of eggs. But I know that you dirty dogs who watch Prawn Hub, you love a point of view, so that's coming up next. Right, because I can't do simple meals, I'm doing a nice dressing. We've got garlic, ginger, rice wine vinegar, peanut oil, honey and soy sauce. It's got a bit of a Japanese theme to it, as most Prawn Hub videos should do. They sell the best. Anyhow, I'm not going to do the fancy little part where I grate the food up and cut it up as they do all tricky in these Insta videos, because I've got terrible knives. So if you want to sponsor me, I would love a new set. This dressing is going to be different to how I normally do them. I'm going to call it undressing because I'm going to be cooking the ingredients. So I'm going to heat up the ginger and the garlic to draw the flavour out. I have the tahini to really add that deep sesame flavour for the Japanese style. After all of that, I want to cool it down, and so therefore I'm going to pop it inside of a squirting bottle, because squirting's great. As that cooks, I'm going to pop together some coleslaw. Not cold sauce. Always with protection when I make it. So I'm getting the coleslaw done. It's just about finished. I've cheated this time. I didn't want to use a knife. I'm being lazy. I'm using the V-slicer. This thing is great for shredding things up. Now you've got a guard. I'm going to show you how to do the last carrot. Put it in on an angle. Don't use it that way like your auntie would have behind the closed doors back in the day in the kitchen. Anyhow, just slide it on like so, hold the V-slicer up and go up and down through the V. In all seriousness, check this out though. Add your mayonnaise. My signature mayonnaise is honestly just smoked paprika, lemon pepper, and this time I'm going to add some wasabi, which is kind of similar to the mix in which we put with the prawns. But there's nothing wrong with doing that. It really complements the flavour. Have your oil at about 180, pop your prawns in and chuck them in for about 30 to 40 seconds max. Prawns are all cooked, just like that, and it's time to plate up. Check it out. Here we go team. Prawnhub.com